Welcome back to Chillin' in the Foyer. Today we're going to continue with our 8-part Word of Wisdom series. This is part 3 about tobacco. So when Joseph Smith revealed the Word of Wisdom in 1833, he declared, "Tobacco is not for the body, neither for the belly, and is not good for man," which is in Doctrine and Covenants 89 verse 8. Today, that sounds super obvious to us, but in 1833, it was actually quite radical. In the 1800s, and even beyond into the 1900s, but especially in Joseph Smith's times, we'll talk about, tobacco was everywhere. It was smoked, it was chewed, it was snuffed. Doctors prescribed it for toothaches, asthma, and even plague prevention. Public smoking was normal, even in homes and churches. And what's crazy is even until the 1980s, smoking was allowed on some flights, which is just nuts to me to think that. But back at that time, no one suspected tobacco was dangerous. Many thought it was good for your health. Joseph Smith's warning with the Word of Wisdom went directly against medical advice and social norms. It took over a century for science to catch up. In 1950, a British study first linked smoking to lung cancer. In 1964, the U.S. Surgeon General confirmed that smoking causes cancer and heart disease. Today, tobacco use is called the #1 preventable cause of death worldwide. It kills over 8 million people annually, according to the World Health Organization. What Joseph said in 1833, medical science didn't confirm for over 100 years. The Word of Wisdom wasn't just about physical health. It was about self-mastery and freedom from addiction. Elder Boyd K. Packer once said, "Inspiration comes more easily to those who are clean in body and mind." So by avoiding tobacco, we not only protect our health, we keep our minds and our spirits clear for revelation. And so one thing I wanted to point out is what I said just a minute ago, freedom from addiction. Addiction is a big thing, and there's a lot of different ways we can become addicted to something, but you have to think of addiction as something that you just can't live without. I've seen people who are addicted, and even myself probably at times, to certain things. And it really can rule your body and your mind and your spirit and make life incredibly difficult if you don't have this thing that you really feel you need. So if you think about it, in 1833, no doctor in the world warned against tobacco, but Joseph Smith did. I know I said this in the last episode, but that is not luck. That's prophecy. And that is why the Word of Wisdom matters. It is proof that God knows what we don't, and He warns us out of love for us. In the next video, we'll look at another powerful example, alcohol, and how prophetic counsel foresaw the devastation of addiction to alcohol decades before science understood it. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you've enjoyed this content, if you think it could help anyone. And feel free to join me on my next one on part 4. And then, as always, love God and love others. Thank you.